So welcome back, students. This is Dr. Mercado speaking, and this is going to be the third and final lecture for the course orientation for the fall 2021 term. Now, in this lecture, I'm going to once again just highlight how to access Cengage. Okay, you are going to be needing Cengage to complete your assignments. You must purchase the access to be able to have access to the learning platform. Now, I believe that the publisher gives you either 1 or 2 weeks. I'm not really sure, but it gives you some time at the beginning of the semester. I think it's 2 weeks to be able to purchase the access from them. Okay, and you can purchase the access with a credit card, or you can buy it from the access card from the bookstore. So you're not going to be buying anything but a piece of paper with a code on it, and then you enter that code into the system, and the system will let you in. Okay, so like I said, there are videos. Let me go into another class, for example. There are videos on your Cengage videos that explain a lot of what I'm going to be going over. So if you need additional resources for Cengage, there is a folder on your Blackboard that talks about registration and login. Okay, so you might want to go over that video if you have any additional questions. Okay, just know that that information is available to you there. So how am I going to access your class in Cengage, Dr. Mercado? Very easy. You're going to go into the start here, and you're going to locate the link to Cengage. Okay, so you're going to click on the link. Okay, but before I do that, let me change to student mode. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because I already have access to Cengage because I'm an instructor and I have unlimited access. But I want to show you how you would see it on your end. Let me see if this will work. Okay, so what you do is you click on the link, and by clicking on the link, it's going to take you out of Blackboard and it's going to take you into Cengage. Okay, so you just click on the link and you wait. Okay, and let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, so it's asking us to enroll. It's telling me, welcome to Cengage. Okay, this is the book that you're going to be needing for my class. Okay, it says here, if you have an access code, enter it now. You click here and you enter it now. That is if you've purchased the access code from the bookstore. It's going to be a piece of paper, like a cardboard thing, folded into two with a code on it. You enter the code here, and then you're going to have access to my class, and you're done. Okay. Otherwise, click continue. So I don't have that piece of paper. I'm going to do continue. Let's see what it does. Okay, now it says ready to buy. Here are your options. Okay, so the one that I recommend students buy is the Cengage Unlimited because it gives you access to everything. Okay, it gives you access to everything for 4 months for $119.99. Okay, so you can buy it. If you just buy the book, just the book by itself online, the ebook, you're paying $160, which is really dumb because you can get a lot more if you buy the unlimited. Okay, and it's a cheaper price. Okay, so depending on what is it that you want to do is what you're going to click. Okay, and I'm not going to click anything because I don't need to buy anything, but you do. So you can buy it now. Let's say you don't have money. I understand your financial aid hasn't kicked in. Okay, then you can do the temporary access. Okay, so with the unlimited, you're going to have access to the electronic book, the book electronically. You're going to have access to your Cengage, your See Now learning platform, which is where you're going to be completing all of your assignments. You're going to have access to all of the ebooks that Cengage has. You have access to everything available. Okay, and you can request a hard copy textbook rental just by paying $7.99 for shipping and handling. So if you're old school, like myself, I need a book. I cannot do this ebook thing. Okay, I am not an ebook person. I need a physical book. If you're that kind of a person, you can request an ebook. A physical book for $7.99 just for the shipping, and then you'll get a textbook, a physical book shipped to you. At the end of the semester, you return the book. Okay. So whatever the case might be, this is what you're going to click. If you've got the money to buy it, you buy it now. If not, we're going to do the temporary access. Okay. Let's see what happens. Now, for me, it loaded the assignments because I already have a Cengage account created. Okay. Now, you don't have a Cengage account created. It should take you into another page after this, and it'll ask you for your name, your email address, your username, your password. It should ask you for some information to enroll. Okay. For a credit card, so it should ask you for some information, which it didn't ask me because I already have an account, unfortunately. So I can't really show you the full steps, but just know that if you click on that link, it should take you to another page where you create your account, okay? And then you have all of this information. Now, because the semester has not started, there's no assignments to show yet, but there's assignments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of here, and I'm going to exit my preview, and I'm going to show you what you'll be eventually seeing once the semester begins, okay? So, once the semester begins, you click on the link. It'll take you to your specific assignments for that specific week. So I have got 5 tabs. You are only going to have 3 tabs, okay? You're going to have your assignments, your gradebook, and your study tools, okay? So disregard these 2. Those are my tabs. They're additional, okay? So under the assignments, you're going to have all of the assignments, okay? Now, these assignments are going to populate as they become available. So these are all of the assignments that you have for this semester, which there are a lot. And then every week, they're going to become, whatever you have to do for that week, they're going to become available. I've got the available date set up and the due dates, okay? So you'll be able to, how do I say this? You're going to be able to see the assignments for the week, okay? And I'll show you something else in a bit, okay? So that is where the assignments tab is where you'll locate all of your assignments. Your gradebook is where you're going to keep track of all of your grades that you complete in Cengage. Only if you completed the assignment in Cengage will the grades be shown here, okay? If you want to look at your actual grade or your actual points, look at your Blackboard gradebook. Now, what I love about this is that when you complete an assignment in Cengage, it does certain runs or certain interfaces that at a certain point in time, it's going to transfer your grade from Cengage into Blackboard. So automatically your grades are going to be populating or transferring over from Cengage to Blackboard. So you can always just go to Blackboard and all of your grades for Cengage will also be included there, okay? And then you'll have the third tab, which is your study tools, okay? So I've had students tell me, Miss, well, I'm working on this and I need extra help or whatever. Okay, so we've got adaptive study plans, okay, for each of the chapters. So if you need extra help or you need extra practice or whatever the case might be, you just go ahead and you start your studying for that particular chapter, okay? So you start studying and then it opens up additional resources for you, okay, to be able to complete for that particular chapter, okay? We've got study tools. You've got blank forms, Excel templates, journals. Depending on the chapter that you're doing, different resources are provided. Okay. You've got different items for each of the chapters that you need. So that's available to you there. Okay. You've got the ebook. If you click on the link, it will open your ebook. If you want to access your entire ebook, you have that there. I've created assignments every week for your chapter reading. So every week I have a link for the chapter that you must read. But if you need to access the chapter, it is all available right here, okay? And the link for ebook. And then we've got Office 365. If you need it, that is provided to you there as well. So you've got 3 tabs. Very simple. Assignments, gradebook, and study tools. Okay? In your study tools, you'll have your ebook link, and you have additional resources for studying. Okay? So that's all you have to basically worry about here, okay? Now, let's go into course content, okay? We're in week 1. For this particular course, we are covering chapter 10, okay? So, what am I going to do, Ms. Dr. Mercado, when I want to begin my assignments? Well, when you're going to want to begin, you want to go into Blackboard, you want to go into the week that we're in, and you're going to go over all of the information, okay? Once you've read the chapter, reviewed the PowerPoints, reviewed my lectures, which I've included, Then you can begin working on your assignments. And every week I've created the links to all of the assignments for that week. Okay? So when you're ready to take, for example, the quiz, you're going to click on the link and it's going to automatically take you into your quiz. Okay? Okay. Now, depending on the class that you're in, some of my quizzes are 30 minutes. For other classes, they're 60 minutes, depending on the number of questions or the difficulty. Okay. So once you do that, it's going to tell you this will be your first take of the test, and you have 2 tries. Okay. You have 30 minutes to take the test after you click the start button. Now, regardless of the class that you're taking, if you're completing a quiz, you must complete it when you click the start button. You cannot save your work. If you're going to click it, if you're going to click the start button to begin the quiz, then you must finish it. Okay? It says the test must be completed in a single session. You won't be able to exit without submitting. Okay, so if you're going to start the quiz, make sure that you have the time to finish it. Okay? Once you're ready, you can start the test. Okay? And then you have questions. Okay? So you're going to go through each of the questions and you're going to answer the question as best as you can. Okay? So you're going to go ahead and you're going to just read the question, select the answer, whatever the thing might be. Okay? And I'm not even going to read them. I'm just going to put some information. That way you see what happens. Okay? It says here, I'm just going to enter an amount, whatever. Of course, this is not correct. Just whatever. You're going to go through each of them. And then you're going to go ahead and just, select whatever information it is, okay? And you're just going to go ahead. Some of the questions are like you see here, multiple choice. Some of them are fill in the blank, okay? So then you just select the option that best fits the particular criteria here. And then you just, select whatever it is, okay? Now, these are not correct. I'm just clicking whatever. You see what happens, okay? When you're doing a quiz, you have to finish all of them, okay? As you're selecting the answer, your work is being saved, okay? So you basically don't have any options in your quiz rather than just go through the questions that are provided and then answering them, and then you've got an option to email the instructor or to submit the test for grading. Okay, so you do the 10 questions, you're done, and then you just submit the test for grading. You get a warning sign. Are you sure? Yes, you submit it. Okay, and then it gives you your grade. Oh, I did very bad. I only got 10. Okay, so I did very bad. So that was my first try. Okay, automatically you get your grade. Okay, automatically. So now you know why I got them wrong? Because I didn't want to give you the right answers. No, but you don't know which one I got right, which ones I got wrong. Well, beside the point. Automatically you get the grade. So you know how you did, and then you go back. Obviously, I need to go back and study because I did terrible on the test. So I go back, I study, and then I can take it a second time. Okay? Now, let's look at your grade book. Okay? Well, I guess it's not showing for me because I am not enrolled in the class. I am not a student. Okay, I took the test on a trial basis. But after you complete the quiz will be populating in your gradebook. It's not populating for me because I'm not a student. Okay, but that's what's gonna happen for the quizzes. Fairly straightforward. You answer the questions. They're multiple choice. Fill in the blank. You get it done. Now, the fun part, your homework. Now that's where you're gonna spend most of your time, in your homework. Okay, you're gonna click on the link for the homework. Once again, it tells you that you are using the first attempt. You are limited to 2 takes for this assignment, and it's telling you the due date. Now for your homework, you do not have to complete it in one sitting. Okay, you can save your work and then come back at a later point and finish it. Okay, so for the homework, you are allowed to save your work. Okay, so let me start my homework assignment. Okay, so I've got 4 homework problems. Now, I'm not going to go through it here, but this is how, you read the problem, and then here you're being asked to journalize journal entries. You do that. What I do want to show you is that it covers, if you have questions about what is being covered in this particular problem, if you do the ebook, it takes you to the part of the chapter that covers that information. Okay? So if you click on the link, it'll take you to your electronic book, and it'll direct you to the area that pertains to this problem, so you can review it. Okay, so you review that information provided to you there. Okay, you also have a tab that says show me how. Okay, and I love it. I love it because it shows you how to complete this problem. Okay, if you click on it, it'll open up a link.
In this exercise, we will use T accounts for cash, accounts receivable, sales tax payable, sales.
Okay, so it basically provides you some examples so you can follow along and use for when you are completing this problem. So not all of the problems have this video, but most of them do. Okay, so this is supplemental resources that you can use to help you complete your assignment. Aside from reading your PowerPoints, you have these videos embedded in the actual homework that will help you complete the assignment. So you basically just, select, this is how it's going to work. You see a drop down arrow, you select whatever best description title you select, enter the debit or credit amount, so on and so forth. Okay, now direct your attention down here. I've given students, depending on the class, between 3 to 5 check my works, depending on the class that you're in. So what does that mean? That means that you get to check your work, and I'm just going to click a couple of items here. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just clicking whatever. Just so you can see, you just select, and what I want to do, and I'm not even reading this, but what I tell students is first fill in everything. Okay, fill in everything. I don't even know, and then select check my work. Okay, and then you're gonna enter your amounts. Okay, that and enter the information on this side. Okay, so make sure that you enter the amount, whatever amount is, and I don't even know what amounts we're entering, but these are all incorrect. I just want you to see what's gonna happen. Okay, I don't know. This is just for illustration purposes. Of course, debits must always equal credits, but so I'm just entering numbers here. Okay, so let's say you're done entering everything. Okay, you're gonna check my work. Okay, check my work. Okay, look what happens. It puts red crosses, that's what I wanted to illustrate, on whatever you got wrong. Okay, that's wrong. And then it puts a check mark on whatever you got right. So now you need to go fix those ones with the X's, and then you can leave the ones with the check marks correct. So that is why I tell my students, first fill in everything. Go through all of the journal entries, record them all. Don't do one and then check my work and then do the other one. No. That's not a good approach because you're running out of check my works. So what I do is, okay, give them all a try and then check my work, and then you'll see everything being marked. Okay, I got what did I get right? What did I get wrong? Okay, and then you're able to go back and correct it. Okay, and then if you go down here, now you have 4 check my works. Okay, so now you go and you make corrections, and then you do another check my work. Okay, until you run out, and once you run out, you can't make any more corrections and you move on to the next problem. Okay, so you have multiple attempts within each of the problems to give it a try. Okay, so I've given you that feature for check my work. That way you can check your work as you're completing it. Okay, and then it will mark what's wrong and what is right. Okay, so let's say you're working on your homework and then it's dinner time. You have to go and make dinner. Okay, you want to save this. Okay, there are several buttons down here. You have an option to email the instructor, and this is basically used if, let's say, you're working out this problem and you have a question on it. Okay, you can just email instructor. It'll email me and it'll show me what you're looking at, and then you can post your question. Hey, Dr. Mercado, I'm working on this and I can't seem to get the first journal entry correct. These are my calculations that I'm doing, my tax and all of this, my discount, and I can't seem to get it. Okay, I'll get an email and then I'll respond. Okay, now if you are working on it and you have to close it out to go and do whatever it is that you need to do, you save and exit. Okay, and that's going to save your work and then you can open it up later. Once you are done with all of the 4 questions or the questions that you have, once you're done with all of your questions, you can submit the assignment for grading and it will give you a grade. Okay, that is only done when you are done with all of the 4 problems. Okay, so once you're done, you submit for grading and automatically you are going to get a grade. Okay, automatically. So you know what you got and then if you want to try it again or not. Now, this is very important. Students get 2 tries for their quizzes and 2 tries for their test. I always keep the highest grade. If you do not earn a 70% or better on any of your assignments, I highly encourage students to use the second attempt to try and improve your overall standing in the course. You're going to get more practice and you're going to hopefully do better on the second try. Okay, so very important, 2 tries are available for homework and quizzes, and I always keep the highest grade earned. Okay, so that is how you access your assignments. Okay, you have your homework, which you can save and resume later, and you've got your quizzes, which you have a certain time limit. You must complete it on that one sitting. Okay, the reading, you click on it and it'll take you to the ebook. And I wanted to show you something on the ebook. Once you're ready to read chapter 10, you click on it. And then it'll take you to the electronic book. Okay? Okay. Now, you start reading. Now, I had mentioned, a lot of students don't like to read. If they don't like to read, there's an option here that reads for you. Okay, so if you click on it.
Sales account. The sales account is a revenue account used to record sales of merchandise. The account is credited with...
Okay, so as you can see, it's reading and it's highlighting as it's reading. Okay, so this is wonderful if you are not fluent in English or you just don't want to read or you have some form of disability. This is amazing. Okay. You can print a certain number of pages. You can highlight, take notes. Okay. You've got access to a glossary and to flashcards. Okay. So if you want to study specific terminology, okay, you can flip the card and it gives you the description. Okay. And then the next card. So this is great for studying. Okay. So you've got all of these features. Go over them. Click these buttons. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen because you highlight or because you click buttons. Just play around with it and see what you're able to do. It reads to you. You're able to print a couple of pages. You can study vocabulary. Just make sure that you do read the entire chapter before you begin working on your assignments. Okay. So for Cengage, okay, that is how you access it. Okay, now you can access it through the content folder in the each weekly module. I have everything that you need to do. All of the links are available, or you can access them through this folder down here where I have my Cengage assignments. Here you can access anything. All of these are links. Once you click on them, it'll take you to Cengage and then you're able to complete that specific task. So you're able to do either on the course content. In each of the folders, I've dropped in all of the links that you need, or you can just go to the Cengage assignments folder and everything will be there. Okay, so that is how you access Cengage. Make sure that you create your account. Make sure that you purchase the access code, that you don't fall behind in your homework assignments. And remember, anytime that you have something with this circular motion, it means that it's going to take you into Cengage. It's going to take you out of Blackboard and into Cengage. If you ever have any, let me see. We've got a companion site here. Okay. It has a whole bunch of additional items for students to be able to access it. And then let me see, www.cengage.com. If you go to cengage.com, you have other resources for students. You know, if you need help getting started, help using products, there's just a lot of information here as well that you can use. You can contact Cengage if you're having issues. This is their support number down here. So let's say you're working on your assignment and it's not loading or you're not able to access something. I don't have access to fixing Cengage. They're like a third-party vendor. So if you're having questions about, you know what, my assignment is not loading, or I'm not able to view my questions, or my system kicked me out, you need to contact support. Okay? If you have questions to where you don't understand the homework problem or the quiz or whatever, then I can help you with that. I can help you with the content. If you have questions about the system, where the system's not cooperating or whatever the case might be, you can always contact Cengage support and they're there to assist you. Okay, so that information is available. Jot this number down, keep it handy in case you need to contact Cengage support. Okay, so that is available to you. There's a lot of resources under the Cengage website that you can utilize as well. So that's basically what's going to be happening in Cengage. Very easy to register. The process is just click on the link and then it's going to take you through a series of steps where you have to create an account. That only needs to be done once. Once you create the account, the preceding times that you log in, the system will automatically recognize you and it'll automatically take you into my course and into the specific assignments that you've selected. Okay? So if you have any questions about myself, about Blackboard, about Cengage, do not hesitate to contact me. Okay, make sure that you get started from day number 1 and that if you have any questions, you contact me. Okay, now very important, I am available to students Monday through Friday. I usually check my emails or receive phone calls, those 5 days. Now, any messages or any inquiries received during past 5 p.m. on a Friday or during the weekend will not be answered until the next available date. Now that is outlined in your syllabus. Let me go ahead and pull the syllabus for this class. Okay, so I included a section, so make sure you do read the entire syllabus. Okay, right here. It says, what is the estimated time it will take for my instructor to respond to my Blackboard messages or emails? It says, I check my emails Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Therefore, I will usually respond within 24 hours. I do not monitor my emails during the weekend. Thus, any emails received past 5 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or a college observed holiday will not be responded until the next available business day. Okay, so just be cautious that if you're going to be working on your homework on the weekend, because I know a lot of students do that, I'm not going to be available to assist you with questions. You can send them to me and I'll respond to them on Monday, but it is best that you try to work on your homework or your quizzes during the week. That way, if you have any questions or concerns, I can be able to assist you. Okay, so make sure that you read all of the information provided in your syllabus. That way you are familiar with it. Okay, and that is basically a little bit about Cengage, how to access it, the different tabs that we have, the videos that we have embedded, the different resources that we have. It's not difficult. It's just, getting acquainted and used to the layout and the procedures that we have to do every week to complete our assignments. Okay. So that is basically it for this third lecture video over Cengage. If you have any questions, concerns, please let me know. I'm here to assist you, and I hope all of us have a wonderful fall 2021. Let's do our part. Let's stay safe. Let's wash our hands. Let's wear a face mask. That way we hopefully return to normality soon. Okay? So it's going to be an amazing semester. All of my students, I want to wish you an awesome rest of your week. And until next time, have a great day.